What is up, everyone, and welcome back for another video. My name is Ivan, and on today's episode of Ivan's Chicano Kitchen, I will be making Chipotle at home. So with everything that's going on in the world, sometimes it's tough for us to go out to get food to go. So we're gonna make it at home today. Here I have about 3 chicken breasts that I cut in half. Right now I only have seasonings on them, and I'm also gonna put this orange as marinade as well. That's gonna be the marinade. It's gonna be garlic powder, onion powder, paprika, and that's it. I'm gonna just throw the orange juice on there, let that marinate while I prepare everything else. I'm also gonna make a guacamole incredibly similar to the one they make at Chipotle. I have some rice, I have some delicious beans that I made. I made those yesterday for today's video, and I actually have, I'll put a link in the description box for the video where I make rice and beans. That way, since I didn't show how to make it, you guys can also make it. With that, let's get cooking. What I didn't mention is that I'm also going to be making a delicious corn salsa, incredibly similar to the one they make at Chipotle as well. And here I have 5 corn just roasting off on the griddle. I'm going to get that nice and toasty. Then I'll be taking all those kernels off the cob. I'll be adding the same similar ingredients that they do at Chipotle, and we'll put it all together at the very end. But for now, let's get on to the next step, and I'm going to be marinating a chicken breast, and then I'm going to make the guacamole while that marinates for a little while. Then I'm going to grill that chicken, and at the very end, we're going to have a delicious Chipotle dinner at home. And with that, let's go on to the next step. Okay, everyone, so here I have my chicken breast. As you guys can see right there, I have all the seasonings right on top. And now I'm gonna just take my orange and I'm gonna split that in half. And I'm gonna throw that right in there. Then I'll be moving all the chicken around, make sure that everything gets the delicious marinade that's gonna be. Then I'll be cooking this chicken off on the grill, and we'll be one step closer to having a delicious dinner. Now we're gonna just mix up the chicken. Oh, it smells so good. The marinade already smells amazing, and citrus with chicken goes really, really well. So it's gonna be pretty awesome when this is ready. Okay, we got that nice and mixed up. The marinade is nicely incorporated. And with that, we're gonna move on to our next step. Alright, everyone, so we're moving on to our next step, and that's for us to prepare our cilantro, our serrano peppers, and our white onion. I'm going to finely dice the serrano so nobody gets a big bite of serrano and is overwhelmed. I'm going to chop the onion medium, small dice, and the cilantro I'm going to chop it kind of fine. I'm going to prepare those, all 3 of those, because I'm going to use those for both the corn salsa and for the guacamole. And with that, I'm going to show you guys how I prepare everything. Alrighty, everyone, so you guys just saw the montage of me cutting up the cilantro, onion, and serrano peppers. Next up, I'm going to take our avocados and I'm going to cut those in half. I'm going to put those in my bowl. And then I'm going to add all the little vegetables. I also have some limes right over here off to the side. That's going to go in the guacamole as well. And when these corn are done roasting, I'm going to take the corn off the cob. Then I'm gonna add the same ingredients, and we'll go from there. So next up, I'm gonna show you guys how I do the avocados. You want to set off some of these piths off to the side, because these pits will keep the guacamole fresh, but you just want to keep like one. Take our avocado, just insert a spoon just like that, comes out perfectly. I'm going to put that off to the side. I got lucky. I was nervous about picking these avocados, but I ended up getting some pretty decent ones. You guys can hear that noise in the background. That's the sizzling corn on the griddle. Alrighty friends, so here I have my beautiful avocados already halved. My nicely chopped cilantro, nicely chopped white onion, finely chopped serrano peppers, and my lime's all cut up, so we're gonna just add, I'd say like a nice big spoonful of onion, maybe two. You like onion in this house a lot. A nice big pinch of cilantro. I'd say like 3 tablespoons to 4, depending on how much you like it. Serrano peppers. You want to throw in about half of that. And then we're gonna add our limes. Our lime juice right into our guacamole. Here we also have these little tiny key limes. They're tiny. This is what we had in our fridge, so that's what we're going to use today. They're a little bit more tart than the regular ones, and it's the ones that they use for a key lime pie. Okay, then we're going to take our masher and we're going to smash our avocados and make guacamole. But actually before that, I forgot to add a nice little dash of salt. We'll do maybe, ooh, that's a little too much. We'll do about I'd say like a half a teaspoon. No, tablespoon. Teaspoon is tiny. And a nice little dash of garlic powder in there. Not too much, because then it becomes overwhelming. And then we're gonna mash that up. We just want to get that nicely mashed, and then we're gonna mix that by a spoon, so there's still some nice big chunks in there. That looks awesome. Looks like it might need a little bit more onion and a little more cilantro. And last but not least, freshly cracked pepper. Let's have a little taste. That's delicious. Citrusy. I got a nice little bite of onion, cilantro. You get a little bit of that garlic powder, saltiness, brings out all the oils in the avocado, activating all the flavor in there. And with that, we're gonna go ahead and take our corn off the griddle. I'm gonna let that cool a tiny bit. Then I'm gonna take all the corn off the husk. And we'll make our, brain fart, corn salsa. And we'll make that next. All right guys, I just wanted to take a moment to show you guys the corn, and there it is, nicely roasted and toasted. We're gonna let that cool off, and we'll be back in another moment with me making the corn salsa. But for now, I'm gonna take our chicken breast, which has been marinating now for about a half an hour, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw that on the griddle. Alrighty everyone, so we're gonna go ahead and throw our chicken breast right on the grill. Alrighty everyone, so we're on to our next step. I'm gonna take our roasted corn and I'm gonna take the corn off the cob. Then I'm gonna assemble the corn salsa. And my chicken breast just finished grilling. I'm gonna take that off the griddle, leave that to rest and to cool down a little bit, and then I'm gonna chop that breast up. And with that, we'll be able to assemble our Chipotle bowl, and it's gonna be absolutely delicious. Alright everyone, so we're back. You guys just saw me take the corn off the cob. Now I have my beautiful roasted corn right over here. And with the cilantro that we prepared earlier, you want to do the same thing. Take a nice big pinch. The beautiful cilantro that we chopped up. Throw a good amount of that in there. You want to take your serrano peppers, throw the rest of that in there. And then you want to just grab one of these spoons right over here. Throw a little bit of salt around there. Mix, give that a nice little mix. Oh, this smells amazing. The roasted corn, the onion, cilantro. Yeah, this is a perfect summer dish. You don't have to go outside to cook anything or be in the sun or anything, but there we go. We have a beautiful corn salsa right there. And let's have a little bit of a taste. That's super yummy. You get a little bit of sweet, crunch, cilantro, herbaceousness, saltiness. It's so yummy. Each individual component is really yummy, so when you put everything together, it's gonna be super delicious. And I can't wait to take a nice big bite and let you guys know what it tastes like. Alrighty everyone, so we're basically on to our very last step. Here I have my beautifully grilled chicken breast. As you guys can see, the paprika that I add adds a beautiful red color. The garlic powder, the onion powder, I also added salt. It's all of it together is gonna be super delicious, and I'm gonna go ahead and chop some of this up. And then I'm gonna assemble a bowl, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alrighty everyone, so we're done with all our steps. The next step is just for me to assemble the bowl and take a great big bite. So let's go move on to the next little scene. I'm going to show you guys how I assemble it. It's pretty much how they do it at Chipotle. The only thing that I'm not adding is cheese. I'm not really a big fan of like shredded cheeses, but just like the way it is, it's going to be super refreshing, delicious, healthy, and awesome. So let's go ahead. Ready to go. I'm going to go ahead and get a little bit of everything and then one big bite, and I'll let you guys know what it tastes like. It's so good. The corn salsa is awesome. The chicken breast is nice and juicy. The guacamole is refreshing. The beans are delicious. The rice is awesome. I made the rice with a little bit of a can of corn this time, so I changed the recipe a tiny bit. All I did was add the corn, but everything's together in one bite is so awesome. It's delicious. I hope you guys try this at home. It's super delicious, it's easy. And with that, this is Ivan once again with Ivan's Chicano Kitchen. I hope you guys like this video, and please like, share, subscribe, tell your friends about it, your family, whoever. I really appreciate it as it helps me grow. And until next time, I'll see you guys again.